Ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Right there. 54, right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 2-6. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Murray now on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It leads to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You gonna get this?
Murray again, second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Joker. Protein spill.
Here's a second and 7. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Buying time to his left. And this one's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
3 down. Out, 61, matchbox, lights. Let go.
2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bowen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it. And
this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 28. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Hey, watch the lane.
Go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Explain. Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike
1st down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Murray again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shift, watch the shift. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Shift, shift.
Throwing again, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown. Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Let's go.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Murray now. This one caught by Isabella. He's at the 40, past the 20, touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. And caught by Henry.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. You go take. You got take.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Henry, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Graham. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Murray now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go one more. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 9 here.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. Let's go. Let's go.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Watch twist. Run. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Get that. Zip it. And on. Come.
Mike, 55.
Where'd he go? 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Hey, check Mike. Off. 55.
Double dog. That's the way. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here we go.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 50.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check Mike.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Strip that ball. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Throwing again. Murray. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
The curl. Watch the curl. Back. Squeeze.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Galladay, complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Watch the slant. Check.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 10-yard line.
Down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tennessee, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get it